Hey, what's up guys, it's Fish here and welcome back to a brand new Lord of the Rings mod for Total War Attila. I'll make sure to leave a link to it in the description so you guys can go check it out for yourselves. But this mod goes ahead and adds in the High Elves of Rivendell, a full roster for Harad and Gondor, as well as some really cool ships. So if you guys want to see a ship naval engagement between Gondor using lots of really awesome looking Dalmoroth ships and some black sails, corsairs of Harad, then do let me know in the comments down below. And if this video gets 500 likes, I'll go ahead and upload that video tomorrow, and if not, I'll just upload it in the week sometime. But yes, we have another Lord of the Rings mod, and it is awesome, adding in the High Elves of Rivendell, and that's so great because that's something a lot of people have been asking for quite a long time, is getting to see what these High Elves are actually going to look like in game, and they look amazing. They are really iconic from the movie itself. And do we have a good battle today? So the battle we have today in this engagement is kind of like the Elves have invaded Harad and they're ready to fight them back in a pretty harsh fashion. So I did give the enemy around about 6,000 soldiers. We only have 4,000 elves, and we also gave them golden chevrons to really help them out. However, the balance of power is still hugely in my favor, so I'm not really sure how that is going to go, like how the battle is going to turn as these elves just begin to annihilate the front lines. Look at that range for the elves. That is disgusting. Well, because of that, I just want to pause it because there's a few things I want to get on to, just talk about. I don't want the elves to just kill everything before we get to see their advance. So yeah, what we'll look at is we'll quickly look at all the units, because obviously this is what the mod's about, and I don't want the enemy to actually, we'll go on slow-mo whilst we do this. So let's look at the units. So on the front line, we have these elven archers. These are obviously huge range, really strong, and they look really iconic from the first movie when you get to see a lot of the high elf units. Then as we go back, we have the High Elf Spearmen. These guys look amazing. You can also make sure to tell them to form shield wall. You can tell them to form spear wall. Some really cool positions you can get them to do. So like that's a really nice position to have. Or we can go and form pike wall or spear wall. Or we can even form defensive test shooter. I think this is my favorite though. The spear wall looks great. I really do like the look of this, because it's really like they're bracing, ready for a charge. That's probably what I'm going to stick them all in. Then as we go back, we have some of our high elf swordsmen, two-handed swordsmen again. Super iconic from the movie itself, looking very clean. I love the detail in the armor and everything like that, looking really nice. Then we go look at the cavalry units. We have our high elf cavalry. Again, some really elite horsemen ready to push in and kill everything in their path. And we also have our general unit as well back here, who is actually a special unit as well. We look at the Harad forces. Now the Harad forces, oh my god, the elves are just slaughtering these guys. But some of the Harad units aren't finished yet. Like you can see, these guys don't have any like trousers or anything, but quite a few of them are finished. You know, like these Serpent Guard look really nice. Definitely like the look of them. Really eastern looking and heavy infantry. We also have a lot of these like Beastmasters as well. Again, I imagine they'll probably have some work done to them. But then we get to back some units like this. Where are they? Yeah, these are the Corsair units. Where are the Harad swords? There they are. These are the guys I'm looking for. So like the Harad swordsmen look really crisp and clean. Some really nice shields. And then we have some of these Harad archers. Again, some really nice armor. And the Harad spears looking beautiful as well. So I'm actually so surprised how insane the range is. I think the majority of the power for these guys do come in their cavalry though. We have obviously the Serpent Guard, and we also have the Southern Lancers. A really nice looking unit. So I can't wait for these mods to carry on being developed and have stuff added to them and all that awesome stuff, because as I mentioned, like I'm such a Lord of the Rings fan, so just to see, like just looking at this, seeing the High Elves, because the High Elves are such an iconic faction, just seeing them already in the battle is just awesome, and I can't wait to see what the modders add next, you know, into the game. And it's really cool to have ships in the game as well, as these elves just continue to open up on the enemy. So let's go click play and watch these elves just continue just to get so many volleys off. That's insane how quickly these guys are shooting. But again, obviously they are elves, so it's to kind of be expected that these guys can do stuff like this. I also look at that battle line as well back there. That looks awesome. Looking really great. They're just getting so many volleys off. They are just annihilating everything. Okay, then let's pull back this archer line then really quickly. We don't want to get these guys caught up in the melee. Oh god, they're about to get charged. The Harad forces have done some really smart stuff. Fall back, elves, fall back! As they try and get back through the lines. Not all of them are going to manage to make it through, and some of the battle masters are going to go colliding into them. So we need to make sure we completely re-push back this line, so we'll do that. And also do give me ideas what mods you guys want to see in the future as well, because I'm more than happy to continue to make more and more of these battles. So if you guys do want to see more of these engagements, then do let me know. I'm just going to make sure I form spear wall with all my infantry here. so they have a better chance. And I think we're going to get some cavalry engagements right here. Let's do this as well. I guess we'll play on slow-mo whilst the battle is kicking off, because we don't really want to miss any of this action. Look how cool that looks as the elves just come flying in against the lancers of Harad. That is awesome. We'll get to see these guys fighting. So when you do install this mod, please make sure you read the instructions on the page, because there are a few things you have to follow. This is very much like the medieval 1212 or ancient empires mods, where you have to download something externally to make this work. And I mean, oh my god, look how amazing these elves look with their swords and shields. That looks so awesome. Hopefully we can get some dismounted sword infantry with shields. That'd be really, really cool as well, as these guys continue to clash. Some archer fire coming in, picking away a few of these guys. Let's make them form in a stationary test judo to give them a bit more of a protection against the enemy forces. A lot more of them come running forward. Oh, all our archers are ready though to return the favor. So let's get these guys to start focusing down the enemy archers, just whittling them down so they don't have a lot of missiles left. That'd be great. And oh my god, the range on these elves is just disgusting. Look at that. They're like artillery. That is awesome. Okay, let's get our cavalry to carry on chasing them down. We'll get our cavalry around this right flank and get them to smash into them. And cool, let's go watch some infantry fights. So I'm not sure how well the enemy forces are going to deal against our elves. I guess not very well. So maybe in future what I need to do is just have much weaker elven forces against much larger Gondor and Harad forces. It'd be really cool as well if we could kind of combine this with the Galadriel elf mod and also Rise of Mordor. That would be absolutely sick if we could combine both these mods together. That'd be absolutely awesome. Having, you know, just the entire unit diversity just really going in to help one another. I mean, look how amazing the elves look right there. Just look at the distance of that battle line. It's just so sick. It really is. Let's go ahead and get some of these two-handed sword infantry swordsmen stuck in, because I want to see what these guys look like. Come on, boys. Let's charge in. Swords at our back. Forward until glory. Oh, so amazing right now. And they're going to push right forward, and hopefully they get to the front of the line and just start cutting these Harad to pieces. Because as I said, the balance of power is hugely in my favor. The elves are obviously probably like always going to be better than the Harad, but I didn't think it would be this much better. So in future, don't worry guys, I will be balancing these battles a little bit better. Oh, a slice! That dude just got sliced straight down the middle. I'm surprised he didn't just cut into two parts there. That was insane. That was so goddamn cool. Our cavalry needs to carry on chasing down these archers. I want to deal with them as best I can. Look at that battle line as well. So good. So yeah, I'll see if this mod is compatible with Rise of Mordor and the Galadriel Elves mod, because we can actually have the High Elves and the Galadriel Elves like defending against a pretty large like Uruk-hai force or something like that. And obviously we have the naval battles now as well to mess around with. There's just so many really cool things we can now do in Attila, and just hopefully we can combine a bunch of mods together just to make it really, really interesting. Just go back to play now and continue to watch these guys fighting it out. The battle lines are horrific. I'm actually going to tell these archers to stop firing, because I think they're just going to be slaughtering the enemy lines really, really like they're just going to be killing so much stuff. And I want the melee to be going on for a decent amount of time. Also, that's something I should mention as well, is this modder wants, or I think this modder has made a version which is compatible with ancient empires. The Rome Total War mod, oh, not the Rome Total War mod, but the ancient mod for Attila Total War, which makes it so that the battles are just really slow. So if you want the more slow engagements, then you can go ahead and download that version. Again, that'll be in the Steam Workshop. You just have to read the description and it'll tell you where to look to get that. And you can also download the much slower engagements, so the battles just go on for a really, really long time, and you can really sit back and enjoy that. That's something definitely I'm going to be using with this mod, so we can have these much slower engagements. Also, I really want to do some siege battles. There's just so much stuff I really want to do. And if you guys stick around to the end of this video, I'll make sure to run through the entire rosters of all the factions, because I feel like this battle isn't going to go on for much longer, just because the Harad units are really, really bad, unfortunately. So because of that, we'll kind of space out the video a little bit by adding in some more detail. And then don't worry, like tomorrow or sometime this week, we'll add in a much longer battle, maybe like a huge siege battle or something. But I think these Harad units are just getting cut to pieces right now. They really do not stand a chance as the high. Look how cool the High Elves are just charging forward. Awesome. That is really, really cool to see. And they continue just to envelop the rest of the enemy forces right now. These Southern Spearmen are still holding. Like, I did try and make this battle as long as possible. but it's just not gonna last so much longer, I don't think, because the Harad units just aren't good enough, which does make sense. You know, the elves would be much stronger. They're immortal, for God's sake. They have a long time to actually train in these battles. But I mean, the whole purpose of this video was to let you guys know about the mod existing and these units. So hopefully in the future we'll have much more exciting battles. I think the battle's been very much in our favour already. We'll jump on board with our cavalry as well, as they continue just to run amok in the back of the enemy lines, cutting down these archers as they try and escape. Also, let's take a quick look at the devastation we caused on this front line as the enemy were pushing forward. Look how many dead soldiers were coming just down, getting slaughtered because of our archer fire. That is pretty insane, just all of our archers just killing so many of the soldiers. Let's form up here and help to clean these guys off. We actually have some of the enemy generals hitting us in the back right now. The Serpent Guard coming up big, hitting our elves in the back. That is funny to see. So do give me ideas as well in the comments down below what type of scenarios you want to see. If you want to see obviously there's that sea battle tomorrow, if this video gets 500 likes. And we also obviously have, you know, if we can combine this with the Rise of Mordor mods, which I haven't checked out yet, but that's something I will do. You know, maybe we can have the Uruk-hai versus High Elves and stuff like that. And we can use the Gondor units, even though this mod does have Gondor units itself, which might have been a better unit pack to actually use than the Harad, because I imagine Gondor is a lot more sturdier than the High Elves. But, you know, I think it was fine nonetheless. As this video was just solely purpose was just to let you guys know about this mod and let you guys know that this does exist and you guys can pick it up. And we'll obviously in the future do more exciting battles in this engagement. So I think it's just the enemy general left, and the battle has been won. So what we'll do after this battle is we'll go out of it and we'll look at all the new units in the mod itself, and then we'll end the video. So if you guys want to kind of check it out before you watch, or maybe whilst it's downloading, you can stick around and continue to watch this as we watch the rest of the Serpent Guard move in. I mean, I want to get my general up here. We haven't really committed our general at all. So let's go ahead and rally him forward, and we'll start marching him towards as we go through the ranks of our elven archers. Them elven archers were insane. They were literally like artillery. That was just disgusting to see these guys just levy notch their arrows and just shoot so quickly before the Harad even got close. Is our general coming? Is he making his way up here? I think he's getting stuck a little bit in the dense ranks of the elves. Let's push up some spearmen as well. Why not? And watch these guys on the charge. We've seen these guys be defensive. We haven't seen these guys really charge in much. Oh, it looks so good. Their models are just so nice, and that is awesome. Are these guys going to fight, or are they just chilling out? They're just having a good time, and then we have the rest of the High Elves making their way in. Yeah, here we go. About to charge directly into the side of this general unit and hopefully end the battle right here. Yeah, these guys should be more than enough to slaughter these guys. We also have another spear unit as well. These two-handed swords are making their way in, cutting these guys down. And there we go. Victory has been given this day. I mean, that battle was not even close. Because this is the first time I've played it, so I had no idea how the balancing would work. But yeah, we lost 1,000 soldiers. That was actually quite a lot of elves we lost. But, you know, I mean, look at the archer kills. That is just disgusting. And this sword infantry got 610 kills. That is beyond disgusting right there. Holy crap. The Harad barely did anything apart from the general unit, which did really, really nice. So yeah, we'll go ahead and look at the units quickly. So you can kind of see here they're embedded within the other Roman units. So hopefully, you know, as this mod gets more and more developed, it'll be more refined and it'll be easy to kind of pick these units out. So I believe I picked all the high elf units I could pick. Obviously, the Sassanid Empire, aka the Harad units, also have their own quite nice roster. So they have a lot. They don't really have, like, if you compare the prices, these elf units are so much more expensive. So I guess that's the way to balance it. And for this battle, I was just like, fuck it, I'll just bring whatever. So yeah, I guess you can see I brought what, almost 10k, like 13k more money, so that's obviously I'm going to slaughter them. So maybe next time I'll bring a much more of a balanced build where I'm not just getting the most OP units. But I wanted to show you guys this, so that's why I did it. So we have the Corsairs, we have the Harad sword infantry, the Muhad tribesmen. It'd be amazing. Imagine if we got Mumakil, but how sick that would be. Just like an enlarged armored elephant. Oh, I can't wait until someone does that. Like, surely it's only a matter of time until someone does make just a armored elephant and just enlarge it to make it look like a Mumakil. And I just can't wait. So here we have the Gondor roster right now, where we have a lot of like Downroth units. So you have some Fountain Guard, Guards of Osgiliath. We have Infantry, Pelargir Marines, Gondor Militia. We have dismounted Swan Knights, which is awesome. A lot of this axe infantry from I can't even remember what oh, there we go. Lossarnach, I think is how you pronounce it. That like famous region which just provides apparently really good axemen. We have like captains of Osgiliath, and we also have lots of Downroth infantry and knights, which is cool. So maybe we'll be seeing that. We also, if we go to naval battle, we can see if we go down to the Eastern Roman Empire, we have a lot of these Downroth ships, and they look so good. The Swan ships are just beautiful, and I can't wait to show you guys. So hopefully you're looking forward to that battle maybe tomorrow. I think it's this Swan ship literally has like a swan at the helm, and it's just so cool. And if we go to the Harad faction, we can see that they have some like black Corsair ships right here. Yeah, the Umberim black ships Corsairs right there. And they actually have a pretty nice roster as well. So we can have a really good naval engagement tomorrow if that's what you guys want to see. So, as I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this battle. Make sure to drop a like and a comment if you enjoyed. And if you want to see this naval battle tomorrow, then obviously 500 likes and I'll do it. And I'll see you guys next time. And long live the elves.